This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. For the Denver Nuggets, they come into tonight's game after the loss. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Back to Hart. Jokic with the steal. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
Brunson with it. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
Here's Murray. Pass to Thor. Rebounded by Hart. Here's Abaji. Lets it go from deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Stolen by Brunson. Here's Ingram. Pass to Abaji. Back to Ingram. Lets the three fly. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
To the right side. Here's Jokic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Now here's Brunson. Jokic with the steal. And they're running. Porter with it. Hart covering. Out to the right wing. Here's Jokic. Here he goes. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Brunson outside. Pass to Abaji for three. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Abaji's got a couple of threes now in the first for Toronto. Now Watson. Spins. Back to Murray. Here's Thor. Defended by Hart. Just 5 to shoot. Holder outside. Rebounded by Hart.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Brunson scanning the floor. It's Ingram on the wing. Back to Brunson. Pass to Pirtle. Inside. Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Ingram clearly on the attack there, not allowing the defense to do anything with that dunk.
Jokic high post. Outside for Murray. Watson for three. And Pirtle pulls it down. And the Raptors with possession. They've got a 13-2 run going. Brunson outside. Fires from the corner. Again, Toronto.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now, here's Porter. Scoreless thus far. Jokic high post. Back to Murray. Denver passing it around. Jokic, no good.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing. Boy, this man knows how to handle that rock. Looks like it's part of his body.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Screen by Pirtle. Out left to the wing. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Poked loose. Here's Abaji. And he converts the layup. Abaji's got 8.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
And a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a cliche, but the Nuggets certainly have strong values. Coach Michael Malone says open and honest conversation. That's the best way to have a real team. We talk about family a lot in our locker room. Families don't always get along, but they have to communicate. All the guys that are willing to speak up, that's invaluable. Kevin?
Can't put a price on it, David. Thank you. Clark, what we appreciate, for some players, success can change them, but not for Jokic. He seems like the same guy.
He certainly does, boy, and he is special. He is so much fun to watch. Seems to be even-keeled and down the earth, but his game is heaven sent for sure.
Murray, no good. Raptors leading by 10. Pass to Walter. And here is Quickly. Here's Mobo. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Here's Brown. Still without a basket. It's Jokic inside.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
Pass to Quickly. They set the pick. Here's Mobo. Back to Quickly. Clock at 6. Toronto needs to get off a shot from deep three-point territory. Julius Randle with the rebound. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Jokic in the corner. Murray outside. Pulls it up. Toronto grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Dick, that's good. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big and strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw a foul.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Raptors knocking down the tray. Here's Brown. Still yet to score. Back to Murray. Shoots. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Cannot let Murray get comfortable with that jump shot, guys. I mean, his stroke is as pure as it gets.
And that one's good. Quickly's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the shot goes down.
Whether it's a catch and shoot or off the bounce, Grady Dick can knock it down. Tremendous jump shooter.
Here's Najee. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. And finished off by Bagley.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Toronto leading by 15. Here's Brunson. From down in the low post, it goes. Brunson's got 6.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
Najee. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Here's Brunson. A special move before the shot. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Back right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They trail by 14. Murray surveying the D. Jokic high post. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 11 points in the game.
You know, since his rookie year, Jokic's confidence has really grown. I mean, he's gotten extremely comfortable with his jump shot now.
Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Out to the right wing. Abaji. A three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets trail by 12. Pass to Brown. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Thor. For the three. Buries it from three-point range. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Brunson barreling in. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Back to Jokic. Shoots over Pirtle. And it's Jokic missing. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
The Nuggets trailed by 13. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Porter inside. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And it's off from three-point range.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Hart. Now here is Pirtle. And here's Brunson outside. And the Raptors miss again. Here's Porter. Lays it up off the glass. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
Sweet move by Porter Jr. Getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
Here's Ingram. Driving inside. Banked in off the glass. Ingram's got his third basket of the night.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Here's Porter, and the layup's good off the glass. Porter's got 7.
You got to push Porter Jr. out of the paint because he's so skilled at capitalizing down there.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And that one falls for Ingram.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Good. McDaniels got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Drives to the hoop. Ingram wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 11.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
Here's Brown, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Back to Hart. Ingram outside. Let's go. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Brown. He has 5. The kick out to Porter. The 3. Trains the three-pointer. Brown's got it back down to single digits for the Nuggets. Now, here's Quickly. Near the three-point line. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
Brent. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And the Raptors with the ball. Here's Quickly. The shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort. To the middle. Here's Watson. And Watson slams it in.
strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Pass to Murray. Now Watson to the inside. Here's Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clark, he has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the 3. He's got all of those.
Brunson with a clean look. Pass to Mobo. Jake with it. Now guarded by Porter. To the wing right side. Second chance shot. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
That's a 2 from Randall. Rebound by the Raptors.
Another rebound ball in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Denver needs to get off his shot. Three-pointer, Randall. Welcher pulls it in. Raptors leading by 10. Brunson with it. Here's Mobo. Toronto working the ball around now. Out to Brunson. Brunson with another miss. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. Jokic a screen. Outside for Randall. Tries again. On the wing, Murray. There's a screen by Porter. And it's Murray penetrating. Can't get it to fall. Toronto with the 10-point lead.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Mobo. Back to Dick. There's the pick. And it's Denver with the rebound. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Outside Porter. And here's Watson. Back to Porter. And it's Jokic in the corner. And Peyton Watson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And Brunson gets it to go.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded.
Right wing. Here's Randall on the mark with the 15-footer.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Raptors.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And looking at the trajectory of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year. So this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series here against the Nuggets.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Randall with the bucket. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Toronto winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.